once I get these croissants out and onto the what? Hold on, don't disappear. No. Yep, I'm still missing one. There we go. Let's not do that again. Hello, today I am restarting Megastore Simulator because I just didn't like the feel of that store. I'm risking everything to try and make us start a new start in life. So this time I'm going to start with a bakery because I know I can make money with that. Alright, we're going to continue as before. I'm going to call it Greed Mart. And I'm going to set up my text colors to be green for, you know, greed. And then I'm going to make it a neon sign this time. And I'm going to choose a fully white background if I can. Well, okay, maybe not fully white. I don't want red either. Let's do slight blue. Slighter than that. There you go. Somewhere around here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now I'll keep it. All right. So we're going to take this box. We're going to go inside. We're going to stuff the oven full. Well, I say full. Now, I decided to restart for a couple of reasons. One, I just didn't like the way that other game was going at all. And two, they made a major update, including financing, and I kind of am going to use it, take advantage of that. Don't worry, I'm not going to take the biggest loan out possible. I'm going to make a 30 term, so 30 days to pay this off at $43 daily payment. However, I'm going to make it $2,000 to make it $87 daily payment. I'm going to take that loan. After I take the loan, I'm going to come over here, grab my product, place it out. Yeah, so I really want this to work, and I just, again, the vibe, even the vibe was off. I don't like clothing in general. I don't like the way the clothing system is set up here. So I thought it'd be nice to restart from the beginning. And with such a big update, finance wasn't the only part of it. They added stuff in the background for cold storage, which will be coming soon. They added a flat cart, which handles more boxes than the regular hand cart does. So there will be a lot more that you can do as a player. I think it can hold up to 28 boxes or 26 boxes, something like that. So yeah, I feel like this will be a good place to restart. And I know restarting is not the best thing, but honestly, we'd only had 10 days in game. It wasn't that big of a loss. And if I can be in a better spot, I'm going to do what I can to do that. It looks like a new model to me. I don't recognize the outfit. But yeah, Megastore Simulator, it's so hard for me to compare all these games that I'm playing together, so I'm going to try not to. I do want to say that this... I think I like this more for the variety of things you can do in-game versus what we had in Supermarket Simulator. But I like Supermarket Simulator better for its character. They're not the same game, though, because this one will include just everything. And I will do multiple departments, including clothing eventually. Here we go. Alright, let's grab this and send you off. There we go. So I am going to unload everything here. Let's go ahead and fill up the oven. I was going to say microwave. The oven with this stuff and croissants. Alright, take these empties out. I have my very first run of this game. I was playing a bakery. And I actually started that long before I started the channel. I bought this as soon as I could because I love this simulator in general, and I knew I would. It's got its own charm. I can't say that it doesn't have any charm or anything. I just like Supermarket Sim a little bit better as for style. Oh, there we go. Now that I have this money, I'm going to go ahead and invest in three things if I can. Let's go to furnitures. 3. Alright, that's 900 on its own, which is fine. And then I should actually be able to get all... That's not what I wanted. have 2. Okay. I'm not going to send it to the storefront. I'm going to back dock. Okay. Perfect. Now we'll go out here. Oh, I need my... Well, they're just shelving units. Let's go around now. I like doing the equipment to the storefront because there's no pallets involved. I don't like doing equipment to the back dock because it always puts them on pallets and you have to take one off, get the pallet out. Yeah, it's a pain. And this is so much easier for equipment. Unless you have a lot of... If you're getting pallets of equipment, sure, but I don't normally do that. I haven't gotten that far in this game, even though I've owned it for a while. Alright, let's unpack what we have. So these will let me stock the bakery items, raw and cooked. I like to have all 3, because I'm getting all 3. I am going to leave that in there until I get all my store set up. I should have done this to start with, but I like getting the tutorial out of the way too. Alright, yep, got it. This game is definitely a different vibe. It becomes more of a warehouse simulator later. Yeah, I kind of like that. I know I've said that before in the first one, and I'm going to say it again. This also is closer to what I'm familiar with in reality, having worked at Target. So a lot of the stuff that happens in this game, I recognize as having done before, actually. And let's grab some of the items. So I think it's... Let's grab all that I can. Because I think that should fill up my racks. Put the croissants on this side. So this is also a game about stocking. That is what the majority of this game feels like it's about. So it does tend to get the most cuts out of all the games that I do play, which is fine. Let's put them... You know what? Yeah, that makes sense to me. Alright, so the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to end up doing them in the same order that they're in the case, at least to start. Market plus 10%. I'm just going to do plus 10s. Alright, that is all set. Now we have customers. Alright, good. This will be hard for me to keep up with at first. It gets easier later, but at first I'm going to have to do a lot of the manual labor, including the cash registers. Just like most of these other simulators, you do have to... It is locked by level. So, yeah, I won't be able to get a cashier till much later. I don't know how you were supposed to survive with just one thing. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to cook anything new. I'm just going to keep running out of product. And I've got to be able to repay this loan. Let's get the product while they're still buying. The breads, if you do the breads, they are insanely annoying to keep stocked. Insanely annoying. You can only put 5 on a shelf. The values are all off for that, I think, but I think they're close to what real life would be, so I'm not too mad about it. I'm not mad at all, that would be silly. There's a lot better things to be mad at than something silly like storage amounts. Alright, products are sold out. Okay, I have enough to cover for today as far as the loan goes, so I'm just going to keep packing my stuff in and get more product out. I'm also going to go buy a new shelf unit before I bake anything else. So this day is a loss for me, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But that's okay. Alright, the trays are full. Let's grab this, grab these. We'll go outside and throw them out so I can make room for more. And there's also just this rhythm you go through in this game, especially in the beginning. You stock, in this case you bake, and then you go back and cash. You stock, you bake, then you cash. You stock, you bake, then you cash. But it's a good, nice, almost circadian rhythm as far as, like, well, that's the wrong word for it, but it is a rhythm you get into, and it becomes second nature eventually. I will eventually get that rhythm down. On this next trip back, I'm also going to stop at the computer and buy that shelf that I want. It's a double wide. It'll allow me to buy more stuff. I might even buy more product, come to think of it. I might get another license. Because I did take out enough to do that. But I want to make sure I can get enough stock for everything I want. And this is probably how I'm going to do everything from now on in this game, is take 2,000 out. Because you can afford $87 a day to start. It's not going to kill you financially. The loans seem to be okay in this game so far. It's brand new, so I'm still working it out. I'm not going to do what I did before. I proved to myself that that's not a good idea, which should have been obvious anyways. Let's look at our licenses. Oh, I need 3. Okay, that's fine. I'll just buy a wide. A double wide. Okay, double wide. That's what I'm going to call it. And since it's equipment, I'm going to switch it over to storefront. And then I can pack this up because I don't have a recycling bin. Let's throw this out. I need to buy a recycling bin. I forgot all about that. So I was complaining that you're not able to recycle things, shelving units before. I didn't know that you could. There's a recycling bin you can recycle your stuff in. I had no idea that was a thing. So I'm going to go back here, go to equipment, and buy one recycling cart. And storefront. Okay. Yeah, I should have bought... I didn't even think of it, to be honest. Alright. I'm going to just close this, because there's no point in opening for the 10 minutes I have left in the night. And let's start baking. Whoop. There we go. Alright. Shipments here, yay! Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to put this in here to start. I'm going to have more than one eventually, but for now I'll put it in here. And then I'm going to... Where did I put it? I put it over here. Cool. I'll throw this out. I'll get money back for it. There we go. It's not going to be a lot, but I didn't even purchase that, so it's fine. And let's see, those are baked. Let's put them out. Oh, okay, cool. I can hit R to reset it. I didn't know that. It'll put it right back. I didn't want that. That's alright. So yeah, this is what the future is going to hold for me for a while, until I get a baker to come in. And this is it. It's just kind of alright. I'm alright with that. What I might end up doing... go through double the stock, but I might double up what units I have out. I might buy another display. I have to be careful how fast I expand, because that's usually what does me in personally. So I expand way too quick, which is what I figured out I should be doing in one game. It's completely different in another. So the lessons aren't really applicable. It's really odd. I thought they would be. But of course not all games are created equal, so it is a little different for each one. Which does make sense. Alright, shelf is full, shelf is full. Cool. Alright, I'm going to do this. Put that in there. And let's keep going. While that bakes, I'm going to come over and get more boxes out. And I need... that should be enough to cover what I need. But yeah, this game is definitely one of the better ones. And they continuously make it a better game. Like I said, they're adding cold storage, which is a big thing for this game. I really think it's missing. It's kind of obvious when you don't have cold storage, but you have things like milk that's just sitting out in the warehouse getting warm. If it's been in a cooler, I don't know if they're going to go as far as to like make separate trucks come for one for cooler items and one for dry items. They probably won't go that far, but they should. Just saying. You can get a lot done in this game in one day. This might end up being one of the 45-minute videos though, and just because of how the game reacts, but how the game is. I feel like longer games will probably do better. Not just channel-wise, but like as far as the game goes, it doesn't feel like you do anything in a day if you just do the regular ones. Regular 30-minute videos that I do normally, or what I aim for. Let me do this. I want to make sure all racks are set for bread. That'll become important later when the baker comes in. And let's cook off some croissants as well. Just make sure I'm well-rounded and ready for the crowd. Oh, I should have gotten a self-checkout. That's alright. I want to get as close to self-checkout as quickly as possible. I don't want to have to deal with checking out. The only problem is self-checkout does limit you. It's like half the population you can normally have in this game per one. Whenever you put a cashier down, you can have 7. But I think I can only have 4 about with, which is a weird number, with a self-checkout. Which I don't mind so much, but... Alright, I'm gonna do this. Cool. Take these out and get these croissants cooking. There we go. And let's go get croissants and bread. Well, let's do croissants. Just fill the bread, whatever. It doesn't matter what order I do things in, as long as it gets done. I do wish that you could have like storage units on the floor as well. You can only have them in the back, but I want some kind of shelving for like, well, I guess just buy more shelves. That solves itself. Never mind. Alright. That in and this. I also saw another management game that I might get. I've got so many that I want to play now that I can. It's Cafe Sim. Or Cafe Manager Tycoon. That's what it's called. Because there's a tycoon mode to it. I kind of like the looks of that one. It will be one I'm interested in playing, maybe. I gotta look into it and see. Because it does seem a bit broken with AI right now. The staff you get doesn't seem to work quite right. Or at least it looks like it doesn't. But that's alright. I mean, that's what early access is for, right? Let's get these croissants out. Once I get these croissants out and onto the... What? Hold on, don't disappear. No. Yep, I'm still missing one. There we go. Let's not do that again. Okay. Once I get these croissants out, I'll get rid of my trash. I'll finish cooking up what I have that's raw, and I'll be ready for the next day. And then I'll probably have to buy more racks of, not racks, but pallets full of this stuff. I need 2 more croissants and 2 more bread, it looks like. Yeah, this game is also very relaxing. It does get stressful when you have to go in between baking and handling cash, but you get over that pretty quickly. Also, I feel like I'm missing... How am I missing another... That's weird! That's better. I was freaking out for nothing. While that cooks, 2 more croissants, 2 more bread baguettes. Oh, okay, I counted. That's fine. You get 2 with each oven, so that's why there's 2 missing spots on those 2. And something still seems off. Somewhere, I did something wrong. I'm not sure what. Whoops. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. I did something wrong, and I'm not quite sure what I did wrong. I feel like I'm missing a rack, but I can't be. Scrap these. Yeah, that'll work. It's really strange. Oh, whatever. It's very strange to me. I am missing something, and I just can't tell you what it is. It's like that feeling that you left something on when you left home when you really didn't, but you can't help that nagging feeling. Because you cannot be missing a rack. So it's either in the oven or on the rack. Oh well. I'll figure it out one day. I think it's just... It's like I have 1 extra or 1 less. Yeah, 100% screwed that up. That's what it was. Okay. There we go. Back in action. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's alright. I see what I did wrong. I put 1 extra for either... Yeah, I took 1 from somewhere. That's all it is. Okay. Now I figured that out. I've got these. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Not enough cash. How much is it? 557. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll end the day. And let's go ahead and open because I'm ready. Got everything set out, everything cooked that I really wanted to. No, maybe not everything. No other pasty white things? Nope. All right. Well, yeah, so now that we've officially got everything all set, this is how I'm going to run things from now on, I think. And it should work out just fine. I hope. This time. And 7 cents. You ever had a day where you felt like you accomplished nothing, and yet you did everything? That's what this day feels like in-game to me. I feel like I've done nothing, and yet I've got everything set up the way I want it. That will last me a day. So I shouldn't even have to get off this. I really shouldn't need to go over there for anything. Will I? Probably. But yeah, it is set to where I don't need to. And then I should be able to purchase my pallets before the end of the day. But yeah, I've got that sinking feeling that I've done nothing. Which, yeah, I guess because I really haven't taken any money in or gotten on the register, it does feel that way because of that. So I was looking through guides for this game, and a lot of them actually said you don't make money doing bakery. The only time I've really made a lot of money was doing bakery, so I don't know if that was beforehand or if someone's just doing it wrong. It is time intensive. I'll give you that. So maybe in the grand scheme of things, it's not the best way to make money. But I wasn't doing very well with groceries, and I sure as heck wasn't doing very well with clothing. I did groceries outside. I started one with bakery and one with groceries, and I made money far faster with groceries than I did with bakery, and it outpaced what I did with groceries. Groceries, the things cost more for each pallet. Obviously not in the beginning, but it ramps up pretty quickly. And plus, all of the different things that you have to have. You've got to have a refrigerator. Eventually, you have to have a refrigerator and a freezer on top of the shelving, so it's different. This lets me have one display case type. That's all I need. And that's all I use. And I'm able to display everything that can be made in the bakery. Alright, coming on over. And one croissant bag for you. 11 cents back. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I tried to see when the guides that I was looking up were made, and none of them seem to be that far out of date, but this game has gotten so many updates, including one that did have to do with pricing, that may have changed it. So I'm not sure. If you do know a little bit more about it than me, let me know. And if I'm doing something wrong, please tell me so I can correct it. You guys are probably better at this game than I am, and I appreciate all the help that you can give me. I mean, the advice that I was given about other games in the past has helped me out immensely, so maybe there's a trick I'm missing with this. And I'm open to any suggestions you guys might have, both for the store and for the channel, so if you do have any ideas, let me know down below. Alright, we are getting through the day. I guess I would have to come back and restock this, especially the bread rounds have to get replaced quite a bit. I might do another display too, just because I want to have the display ready when I get a new license, which won't be that long. Because I guess the more you have to offer, which makes sense, the more likely you are to receive new customers. Alright. I probably won't subsist all the time on here, but maybe I'll build out my bakery before I build out anything else. I think that might be good. Let's go ahead and let's purchase that. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Now I'm set. I always worry about having to purchase those products to begin with. Will I have enough to cover them? Yeah. I mean, that's always a gamble with these games, these simulator games. You can never tell how well stocked you are until you get over and look at your actual stock. I mean, that's always true, but especially in these games when you have to go over to the register. Because for whatever reason, I guess to keep progression and to make you feel like you're accomplishing things, that you level lock. But I don't know, put it behind a research tree. Research marketing, research recruitment and hiring. That sort of thing. I feel like that makes more sense than level locking. But I'm not a game designer, I don't know these things for sure. Alright, let's grab what we can. And I grabbed the wrong tool for the job. Imagine that. Now that I have enough to cover my my loan payment for tomorrow, I'm good. It's the one thing I want to stay on top of. That is a lesson to be learned from the game that I did, the Supermarket Sim, and the challenge of the loan, which I'm going to end up resolving today, I guess, when I record my next video, which will be Supermarket Sim. Let's see how many people I have in line. Okay, not bad. $3.24 back to you, sir. Have a fine day. And it's $37.70 charged to you, sir. And you have a greedy day. And $1.25 back to you. Thank you and have a greedy day. Yep. The store comes with its own catchphrase that I hope never catches on. Let's go ahead and start restacking these, reformulating. Alright. This day is quickly coming to a close. I'm sure I have a line, so I'll do this and then go look at my line. Let's see. Yep, no line, just one. Alright. And there will be a second coming up soon. Goodbye, thank you. Have a greedy day. Alright, perfect. $45.73 back to you. There you go, enjoy. While she gets her stuff, let's come back over here. Yeah. There's a certain form of Tetris in this game too, I feel like. Okay. I'm all set for more stock. And I'm making money at a good clip, like I said I would. Alright, let's get some more stock out. Sure, I need it. Not too bad. Should be enough. Yeah. And no more breads out. No more baguette on the top. Yeah, I should bake more breads, I guess. Well, there's still some out. Let's see. Before I take care of the cash register, let's get some made. Alright, 2. Almost there. I love the whoosh sound. Whoosh, whoosh. So satisfying. It just didn't like wrong input. What? Oh, oops. I was gonna say, just like in real life, you get a sense of what someone's buying based on the price that they have. But I know what people are buying because you can plainly see the label. But I only have 3 items to sell. It's not hard to tell. But yeah, there's just certain things people buy in general, and even at Target, that I was able to tell what the product was without looking at what I rung up, just based on the price. Which is really weird, because we had so much to sell. But apparently people buy certain things. I mean, makes sense. Go for milk and eggs. If that's all you buy, it's going to be the same price every time. Alright. Yeah, let me make sure that the bread gets put out, so there's plenty to choose from. I can get the rest, well, I was going to say the rest baked off, but that's it? Alright, well, I can bake that off. Alright, what do you have? Perfect. Alright. And we made it through another day. I just have to make sure the current customers are all finished and satisfied, and we'll move on. Perfect. 1978, back to you. Or back to me. There you go. Have a nice day. Why did I mess up on that word? I don't know. Alright, well, it's been another video. Thank you for joining me in today's operations. Sorry it was a little stock heavy, and setting up a new store can be fun and exhilarating, but usually just for me. I do want to thank you for visiting Green Mart. Remember, the store is always open for you. Please like and subscribe if you love this kind of cozy gaming content, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Feeling of the game, the look of the game, the sound of the game, the play of the game, and just the overall, just the game itself. I want to, okay, say that. Hello?